Well, I'm ready if you're ready.
We're ready.
Good evening. I'm Ed Litteneker. I'm a hearing officer designated by the State Department of Education in this rulemaking hearing. And by that, I have a formal opening statement for you. But I want you to know that my job is not to answer questions. There's no one on behalf of the department here to answer questions. That may be a subject of an appropriate comment if you think appropriate. So now the formal stuff. This is the opportunity for public comment on a proposed rulemaking. This docket was originally approved by the State Department of Education as a temporary rule before Superintendent Ybarra was sworn into office. The superintendent is interested in your civil and respectful comments. I'm here on behalf of the State Department of Education to conduct the orderly presentation of your comments so that information that you present can be reviewed by the superintendent of the State Department of Education. I have no authority to comment on the proposed rule or issue a policy decision. I'm not here to answer your questions or engage in a discussion about the proposed rulemaking. The superintendent and the Board of Education will consider all of the information, whether submitted in writing or through your oral presentation tonight. There's no policy decision nor policy recommendation that would be made by me. This is not the time for argument or debate. A sign-in sheet has been provided, and if you want to offer a comment, please indicate so on the sign-in sheet. Each person who signs up on the sign-in sheet will be given an opportunity to offer public comment. The comment will be given without any interruption or comment. Again, this is not intended to be a public discussion of the proposed rulemaking, but is your opportunity to make comments on the proposed rule to be considered by the superintendent and the State Board of Education. Please limit your comments to a maximum of 5 minutes. You may leave your written comments with me, which I will include in the record, or you may present written comments to the superintendent at a dedicated comment site, www.sde.gov/site/rulemaking/sped-ibr.htm. And if you didn't get that, I have written it down in red on the yellow page, and you're welcome to pass it around or take a picture of it for purposes of your written comments. The docket number is 08-0203-1506. Those written comments are to be provided to the superintendent by October 23rd, 2015. The verbal comments that you provide this evening are to be recorded, and I'd appreciate you coming up front in order to offer your comments. I'd appreciate you beginning your comments by identifying yourself by name. Please understand that my role is simply to facilitate the orderly presentation of comments, to provide a recording of your comments, and to provide a report to the superintendent summarizing those comments. Again, I'm not the decision maker. I can't answer questions that you might have about the proposed rulemaking. All of your comments that you make will be made available to the superintendent. We'll then start with the public comments based on who has signed in on the sign-in sheet. If you've not signed in, please do so. The sign-in sheet is right over there in your corner.